Greetings hobbyists, this video is just to demonstrate a file that's available on the Patreon, but it does make a good example of what you can do with geometry nodes. So there are 3 files available on the Patreon, one for each of the different types of door you might want for something like a Demios Rhino. One with a straight cut and then 2 with more tooth joined cuts, one with rivets and one without. Now when you open up the geometry node file there will just be one of them, and the idea is that it doesn't have the cut showing. Then on the other ones there'll be a wireframed outline so you can see where it is. This one will just be the straight one, and you can add any icon that you want to this door. So I've got some saved in my asset browser, so I'm just going to go to icons and let's just drag this one in there. But you could model this yourself and do this as complex as you want. And I'm just going to scale this up to the size I want it and just make sure that there's a slight overlap. So I'm just going to Y that back. If you want to, you can center this using things like machine tools. That's entirely up to you. But the important bit is you just need one object that you want to add to this. Now you could bring in several objects. Let's just bring that back and add in that skull as well. And we'll put that skull, I don't know, we'll put that smaller. Let's not scale it on the y-axis. And that could be somewhere there. I don't know. And then we'll just make sure that that's overlapping as well. And then to make sure that this is one icon, you just click on that, shift click and then Control and J. So it's now one icon and we can see that that's there. Then all you need to do, click on the door, click on the object you want to be Boolean. So you can either click it here or you can click it here, and then that's set up. And then you just need to click the Boolean icon box, which is just there. It will take a couple of seconds to work. Maybe a little longer depending on how complex the icon is and how powerful your computer, and then you can just come to that ultra symbol and hide it there and you've got one solid door. Now the reason we've got this Boolean box here is because you might decide you want to move some parts around, and if you do that while this is all connected, so let's bring that object back and try to move this around, it'll be very slow and laggy, whereas if you click that off you can quite happily move this around. So for example, I might move it further down and then decide that you're going to redo that. So then click the Boolean icon box and then it will re-Boolean everything together. Hide it again and you're good to go. So in this instance, all we need to do is apply this and you've got your 3D printable object. Again, that might take a second or two depending on the speed of your computer. If you're not sure about if this is going to be 3D printable, I'll just bring it into 3D Builder and do a check there. You can also press N and come to your 3D print toolbox, check all, and it will say if there's any issues. And then if there are, you can make manifold. And then you just export this as an STL. Ready for you to use, and as I said, 3 options available on the Patreon. I will also add that you can obviously just check out the geometry node setup from that on the Patreon as well, and make your own versions of this for different doors and things that you might want. Have a great day, guys.